Hello dear friends, I am Amit Belekar from Tips and Tricks by AMB welcomes you to my channel. Let's have a look what we are going to deal in this presentation. Good animation, isn't it? We will see more such animations today. But before moving further, if you still didn't subscribe to my channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon to get notifications of all my new videos. In previous session, we had discussed about tablets with their advantages and disadvantages and types of tablets. Today in this session we are going to discuss about one of the step of manufacturing of tablets, that is preparation of granules. After going through this presentation, the learner will be able to enlist steps involved in manufacturing of tablets and prepare granules ready for compression. In previous some presentations, we had discussed about tablets and their types. Now in this presentation, we are going to discuss about manufacturing process of compressed tablets. Manufacturing process of compressed tablets involves various steps as preparation of granules ready for compression, then compression of granules into the tablets. Next is coating of tablets, and finally evaluation of tablets. In this presentation, we are discussing first step of manufacturing of tablets, that is preparation of granules ready for compression. Preparation of granules involves three important steps as weighing of the ingredients, that is weighing of drugs and excipients. Next is mixing of powders, that is mixing of drug with the excipients. And third is converting mixture of powder into the granules. Now let's discuss about precautions to be taken during weighing the ingredients. Weighing of the ingredients should be done carefully using a good quality balance. To remove any human error, weighing should be done with double check on it. Now let's discuss how mixing of powder is done. Main objective of mixing of powders is uniform mixing of drug or medicament with the excipients. If powder mixture is uniform, tablet of uniform mass and uniform content can be manufactured. While mixing various ingredients, ingredients are mixed in an ascending order of their weight. That is, start mixing of lesser weighing ingredients first and then add larger weighing ingredients in increasing order. Suppose powder A, B, C and D are to be mixed with one another. Quantity required of these powders is A 5 gram, B 10 gram, C 7 gram and D 25 gram. Then first powder A is mixed with powder C. Then to this mixture powder B is added, and after mixing it powder D is added. So this is called as ascending order mixing. So for uniform mixing, ascending order mixing should be done. The next important part is converting powder mixture into the granules. If medicament is crystalline or readily compressible, such medicaments can be directly compressed to form tablets. The material which forms hard compact mass without chipping under applied pressure is called as readily compressible material. But some of the drugs are not easily compressible. such less compressible drugs, or where drugs should be mixed with the excipients, powder mixture cannot be compressed directly. Such powder mixture should be compressed after converting them into bunches or agglomerates of powders, which are called as granules. So granules are the agglomerates or bunches of the powders. Along with this, there are certain more reasons of converting powder mixture into the granules. Let's discuss why powder mixture is converted into granules before compression. First reason is to improve flow property, powder mixture is converted into the granules. Fine powders do not flow evenly or freely from the hopper to the die of the tablet making machine. It leads to irregular filling of the die and produces tablets of different weights. But granules have good flow property than fine powders. Thus it fills the die with same quantity each time and produces tablets of uniform weights. Next reason is to get tablets of uniform composition. If powder mixture is used as such for compression, due to vibrations of the machine, separation or segregation of powders takes place as per density of the ingredients. Powder with high density goes down and powder with less density goes up. If such powders are compressed, initially we get tablets containing more quantity of dense powder, and afterward we get tablets containing more quantity of less dense powder. Thus composition of tablet will not be same all the time. In case of granules, these are prepared by binding different ingredients with one another. Those granules, even if it is smaller or larger, it has all the ingredients, that is, its composition is same. Due to vibration of machine, larger granules goes down and smaller granules remains up in the hopper. But as all granules have uniform composition, tablets formed from the smaller granules or larger granules, it has same or uniform composition. Next is to improve mechanical strength of the tablet. If fine powders are used for compression, during compression in the die between two punches, air get entrapped as it will not get chance or space to get out from the powder. This entrapped air in the tablet leads to capping, or even if tablet formed properly, it may break during handling and transportation. If granules are compressed, during compression chances of entrapment of air are less and granules have high binding property. Thus tablet formed is mechanically strong. Next is to smoothen the tableting process. If fine powder is used for compression, as powder is fine, it blows out of the die during the compression process and it sticks to the machine. It may create problem in the movements of different parts of the machine. But if granules are used for compression, as these are heavy than fine powder, these cannot blow out of the die and will not stick to the machine. Thus tableting machine can run smoothly if we use granules. Okay, so these are the reasons why granules are used for the compression instead of fine powder mixture. Now let's discuss about the granulation process or preparation of granules. The material which is less compressible should be converted into the granules before compression. Depending upon characteristics of the material, any of the following method is used for granulation or preparation of granules. Granules are prepared by wet method and dry methods. Paste or mass method and fluid bed methods are the wet methods, and use of roll compactor and slugging methods are the dry methods. Let's discuss these methods one by one. First of all, we will discuss about paste or mass method. It is one of the basic and widely used wet method for the preparation of granules. In this method, first drug and excipients are mixed and resulting powder mixture is then moistened with a granulating agent to form a duff mass or paste. Then this mass or paste is passed through a screen or sieve of desired mesh size to produce desired size granules. Generally, 6 to 12 mesh screen is used for this purpose. The granules are placed on drying trays and are dried by air or under heat. The granules are periodically moved during drying to prevent adhesion into a large mass. The dry granules are then screened through 14 to 20 mesh screen. These granules are then mixed with the glidants, lubricants and disintegrants and used for the compression. On large scale, instead of mortar and pestle, various blending equipments are used for mixing the powders. Mixing of powder with granulating agent to form duff mass is done in various equipments like Sigma mixer, planetary mixer, etc. For screening of duff mass to form granules, duff mass is passed through an oscillating granulator having desired sized sieve. Another type of wet method is fluid bed processing. Here, a fluid bed processor is used for preparation of granules. In this method, drug and excipient powder mixture is placed in a conical piece of equipment which is having perforated base. The hot air is allowed to pass from bottom of the conical piece so that all the powder get fluidized in upper chamber. At the same time, a fine spray of granulating liquid is sprayed on the fluidized powder. Due to liquid, particles get bind to one another forming granules. Then granules are collected and dried. Now let's discuss advantages of wet granulation process. Wet granulation enhances cohesiveness and compressibility of the powder. So granules obtained after the wet granulation process, these are cohesive in nature and these are easily compressible. Wet granulation leads to uniform distribution of powders and produces granules of uniform composition. Thus it assures content uniformity in the tablet. Granules prepared by wet granulation have good flow properties. Thus it ensures uniformity of weight of the tablet. But wet granulation method has some disadvantages also. First disadvantage is it is expensive method with respect to labor, equipment and the space requirement for this process. It is time consuming method. Next disadvantage is it cannot be employed for moisture sensitive drugs or medicaments. Because of moisture, their degradation can take place. Next disadvantage is if duff mass has color or dye during drying of granules, chances of migration of dye take place. Thus at one end granules become dark colored and at another end these become faint colored. So that is the disadvantage of this method. Now let's discuss about dry granulation methods. If powder mixture is non-compressible and medicament is moisture sensitive, then dry granulation method is preferred. Now we will discuss one of the dry method, that is using a roll compactor or roll press. Here we use two machines with roll compactor and granulator. Dry powder mixture is allowed to pass through a roll press. The roll press converts fine powder into dense sheets by forcing it through two rotating metal rods having smooth surfaces. Then these sheets are passed through a granulating machine or granulator. Granulator converts these dense sheets into granules of desired size. An alternative dry method is slugging method. In this method, two machines are used as compressing machine and granulator. Powder mixture is compressed in compressing machine under 8,000 to 12,000 lobes of pressure depending upon characteristics of the powder, and is converted into large tablets or slugs. The slugs are generally flat-faced and are about 2.5 centimeter or 1 inch in diameter. These slugs are then transferred into a granulator and granulated into granules of desired size. Now let's discuss advantages of dry granulation process. First advantage is this process involves less equipment and less space. As binder solution is not required, heavy machines for mixing of powder with binder solution can be eliminated. This process also eliminates time consuming and costly step of drying the granules. Another advantage is this process can be used for preparation of granules of moisture sensitive and heat sensitive medicaments. The tablet formed from such granules have improved disintegration as particles are not bonded together by a binder. As moisture is not used for preparing granules, the granules obtained by this method are having more solubility. Next advantage is colored ingredients can be easily granulated by this method as it does not involve drying step leading to migration of the color. But dry granulation method has some disadvantages also. It requires heavy duty tablet press to form the slug. Another disadvantage is that this process produces more percentage of fines than wet granulation method. Now it's time to summarize today's session. We had discussed that preparation of granules ready for compression, compression of granules into the tablet, coating of tablets and evaluation of tablets are the steps involved in preparation of tablets. Then we had discussed granulation process in details. We discussed weighing of ingredients, mixing of ingredients and granulation are the steps involved in the preparation of granules. We also discussed that powder mixture is converted into granules to improve flow properties, to achieve uniform composition of tablets and to improve mechanical strength of the tablets and to smoothen tableting process. We also discussed that granules can be prepared by wet granulation and dry granulation methods. We discussed the various wet granulation methods and dry granulation methods with their advantages and disadvantages. Thank you for listening me patiently. If you like this presentation, please click on subscribe button and bell icon to get notification of all further videos. Like it and share it to your dear ones. Drop your queries in comments or on my mail address which is given in the video. Thank you once again.